Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday. I was really confused when I woke up this morning. Whenever I finally came to and looked in the room, I was like, where am I? I had no idea where I was. We've been gone for so long and slept in all these other places that when I finally woke up, I did not even recognize my own room. But I had a good night's rest, which is good. And yesterday on the vlog, I mentioned that today we're doing something special, and that is, what would you call it?
It's meal prep.
Well, it's not just any meal prep. It's like mega meal prep.
Not really. Some people do it more.
It's mega meal prep
for us.
We're
preparing 15 meals that we're going to freeze and do in the slow cooker over the next 15 days.
Yes, and Mal's got a huge list of like all the things we have to buy, and it's going to be a lot of stuff to buy. But the advantage here is that, for one, we're going to have meals for 15 days, but then also
it's going to have leftovers too, so we'll be eating the leftovers for lunch.
So there will be even more than 15 meals, and we don't have to like do anything to prepare.
Some of them include rice, so we will have to.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's limited.
Yeah, but it's basically a throw bag of stuff in crock pot and cook.
Yeah, one of our biggest issues lately has been that we've had a lot of stuff going on, and just the mere idea of having to stop what we're doing and come out and cook is like terrible. So if we can do meal prep where we get everything done ahead of time, it's all in the freezer. When we want to eat something, we take it out in the morning, put it in the slow cooker, and then we can eat it. That's great because we still get to eat awesome food. We just have to do a day of shopping and a day of prep.
Yeah.
Same day. We're going to do the prep today. And then we'll have all that stuff ready. We can throw it in anytime we want, eat it, and we don't have to dedicate, so much time to cooking. And
I'm also curious to see what the cost of this will be. Because almost everything we need is on this list, besides some of the seasonings I already have.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see
how much the total cost is.
And then divide it by all the meals.
We're going to be going to Costco to get most of this stuff.
Everything in yellow is Costco.
Oh, good. So not a lot, but some, definitely. Just because we can get some stuff in bulk and it'll be a little bit cheaper. So, yeah, that's the plan. And if it goes well, then we might be able to do it again in the future. But we'll share all of the information that we learned today with you guys. So if you're interested in doing this sort of thing, maybe you're also super busy and the idea of cooking is like, no! At least until we get our lives back on track. Because things have been pretty busy. Pretty busy. We're taking the cart out in the parking lot because we may not find a cart. I've never seen Costco this busy my entire freaking life. This is insane. We had to park so far away. Why? It's not even summer. It's a really big package. We got a lot of stuff.
So, we need the most of.
Huh?
That's the one we need the most of.
No, I guess that makes sense then. We got some veggies, a bunch of beef, a bunch of pork, all sorts of other stuff. And your checklist is only really just beginning, right?
Well, this is the majority of it.
Is the meat. Yeah. Okay.
Everything else is like cans or frozen vegetables.
All right. I'm game. Man, that's a lot of food.
A lot of cans.
There's a lot of cans. I understand that this is going to feed us for a long time, but we never buy this much food at once. This is
We should be good on food for a while, except maybe breakfast stuff.
We might be good on food all through February.
That'd be cool.
So we're home from what is probably the biggest shopping trip ever. There is so much food laying out all over the place, and different people approach shopping in different ways. Some people just go to the store and buy things, and then they have those things, and when they want to make food, they just look in their cupboard and say, what things do I have? We don't do that. We plan out everything very meticulously because I like everything to be bare. I like there to be as little food in the fridge, freezer, and pantry at all times. We always have a lot of snacks, but as far as actual meals, they're always really planned out. So for us to get all this food is really, really wild. But one of the things that I was super interested in was the cost. And now I'm sure you're probably also interested in the cost.
I am.
This is supposedly, I'll include the link to the little chart that Mal's following because it's a cute little chart. It's a cute little chart that's got all these things on it. And she found it on...
Someone illustrated it.
Yeah, and it's illustrated. She found it on Imager. And that's all we know. So I'm going to include the link to Imager in the description in case you're interested in this. It's supposed to be 15 meals. We highly suspect that they'll each give us a leftover.
Yeah.
So we're looking at probably 30 meals. pretty
At
good.
least one leftover.
Yes. Some of them might give us more, but I'm going to assume 30. The total cost for all of the food stuff that's going into the production of this was $181. Now, there are a few things that we did already have that we didn't have to buy. Rice is one of them because we already had some rice. There's a few other things here and there, but for the most part, this was all of it for 181 bucks. Now, 181 divided by 30 meals comes out to $6. Divided by 2, since there's 2 of us, is just $3. Not bad. Not bad. That means that $3 per person per meal, and the food that we're eating is good. Like this is good stuff. Now, could you eat cheaper than that? Well, of course it's possible to eat cheaper than that. But for what we're eating, and also the wild variety of like styles and types of food that we're going to be having over the next 2.5 weeks, I'd say it's kind of hard to beat. So yeah, you could eat cheaper, but you're already eating pretty cheap, and you're going to be eating high quality food. We have a lot of meat and things like that, so I'm really pleased with this already. Now, the actual prep work of all of this involves bags. So many bags. So Mal's already laid out a bunch of bags and put exactly what goes on them.
Not what's in them, the directions.
The directions. Okay. And there's 15 or nearly 15? Neat. So what's the next step?
I don't know what would be most efficient.
Yeah.
So I'm just starting at the first one and finding, like, it has chicken.
Sure.
So I may do all the chicken ones.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. There's a lot of things that we bought, like a lot of, that is used in multiple things. And keep in mind that the ultimate goal here was not to find the cheapest option. It was to find the most convenient option, while also keeping in mind expense, because this is not terribly expensive. But convenience is the ultimate goal here. The idea is that we can eat good food, and it's already ready. We throw it in the slow cooker, and then we can eat it when it's done. And I'm excited about that. And because there's so much variety here, we can have something for dinner one night, we can have the leftovers the next day for lunch, and then something new that night. So we're going to be experiencing a bunch of different flavors. And as we try this stuff, we'll let you guys know. So this is kind of like part 1 of many vlogs, where we'll tell you about what we're eating and see if it's good. And then what's cool is that, you know, the recipes that we like, the recipes we don't like, we can keep or throw out. And then maybe if this really works well for us, we can do it again and expand upon that. Anyway, I hate to leave Mallory with a giant pile of food. I actually have some things that have to get done today, do or die. So I'm going to work on some stuff, and then I'll come back and check on you. I'm sure you'll do fine. And as soon as I get my stuff done, I'll help you prepare stuff. Several hours later, after actually stopping to do Saturday game night and get some recording done, all the meal prep is just about done, it looks like.
Almost. I'm in the last 2.
Holy crap.
And this is all my scraps that I'm going to make vegetable broth with at some point.
That's a good idea.
So this needs mushrooms and barley and onion. And this needs onion and coconut milk. And the
Has
lentils.
it been more difficult than you thought, or easier?
It's not difficult. It's just there's a lot.
Yeah. And actually, that means that, yeah, the freezer is just completely full of these meals. Got like a drawer full of them. That's awesome, though, because that represents food.
Yes.
We pull it out, we throw it in the thing
some are
and eat.
a lot more full than others. Like this is the minestrone soup.
Yeah.
And then like this is just kind of French onion beef.
Yeah.
Which I had an extra beef and I had an extra can of French onion, and we have a chicken French onion that was in the recipe. So I just made a beef one because we had extra. So there's 16.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta admit, Mal, I am pretty excited. I like food. I know that may come as a shock to you.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you'll be able to contain the excitement from learning that information, but I'm very, very excited about all this. And again, it's the convenience. Being able to throw that in there and be done, that's awesome. I'm pretty excited. But we'll be talking more about that as the days go on. We're actually not starting it tomorrow, are we? Because my parents actually gave us some food. So tomorrow we'll be eating that. But I guess on Monday, I think we'll probably be starting on this. So yeah. And if it goes well, then you guys will know about it, and you can decide if it's something you want to do. And we'll also let you know which recipes are good and which recipes are less good. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?